Hey Nia, hey Kenton, this is Papa again, day 118. I was going through some of my photos and came across these. Nia, this was our very, very last just Nia and Papa adventure. Not much of an adventure from the way of what we were doing, but this year I was taking you to your therapy. Uh, you were going to play therapy to kind of recover from the years with your dad and the incident that occurred that's now sending him to prison. Uh, and I had taken you a bunch of times. I drove you there. Your mom was working, so she couldn't go, and I was just driving you there. And as always, we always talked, but usually we talked about silly things. But this day was different. Uh, you were very curious. You were very interested, and these photos struck me again because when we got there, you didn't go play with everything. You didn't want to color. You sat there just like this in this picture, and you sat next to me, and you just kept looking at Papa. You just kept staring at me and asking me questions and holding my hand and wanting to play with Papa, but just you weren't like playing goofy. You were very curious. Uh, and we were only there just a few minutes before they came out and got you. Uh, and your therapist came and got you, and you were in there for a while, and you came back out. And again, you were really curious. You gave me this painting. You came out with this right here. Papa's gonna hold this forever, forever. And you said that you painted that for me. You painted that for Papa. Uh, and I guess that session had been about police cars, and that there was stuff she was introducing. I'm assuming to get you comfortable, but because you said that you saw a bunch of police cars in there and fire engines, and out of nowhere, I was listening to you like I always do, and listen to what you're saying and talking to you about it, and then you just told me, you said, "Where's your mommy and daddy, Papa?" And man, it hit. I was like, wow, that was somewhat deep. And I had to tell you, I said, Papa's mommy and daddy are gone. Papa's daddy passed away, or Papa's mommy passed away when he was 12. And my dad was not there. He died a few years later. So you told me, you said, Papa, your mommy died when you were a little boy? And I was like, yeah, I was very, very little when my mom died. I was 12. I was little. And it was so strange because you told me, you said, well, that means you had to eat alone? And it just hit me really hard. I was not an emotional person, but it hit me hard because you said you went to something so innocent, that I had to eat alone. And I said, yeah. I said, well, I guess, yeah, Papa did eat alone. Papa was homeless for a bit, and I bounced around from house to house, and I didn't make good choices, but I was a kid and I was hurting. And you told me something that just hit. You said, well, Papa, you're never going to eat alone again. I'll eat with you. I'll eat with you, Papa. And man, that hit. I was like, wow. I don't need you to take care of me, Nia. I don't. But you were worried that Papa was going to ever eat alone again, and you didn't want me to eat alone. You wanted to be there. And then I was like, okay, that part of that's over. I'm not gonna break down here. And then you went on again. You said you thought about it. You were sitting there. You were quiet for a minute. I was getting ready to introduce McDonald's to you. You want to get some chicken nuggets? And before I could say anything, you said it. You said, so Papa, who took care of you? And I said, well, nobody. Papa's job was to take care of himself. I was a very uncontrollable kid. I was in pain. I was hurt. I was not stable. And I was 12. And it was 1980s New York, Brooklyn. So Papa took care of himself. And And after that, when I became an adult, it was my job to take care of everybody else. And you did it to me again, kid. You told me, you said, Papa, I'm going to take care of you. I'll take care of you. And you don't have to eat alone. That'll forever be one of the best memories. The best memories, kid. The sweetest times. Papa doesn't ever need you to take care of him. I don't need you to. I want you to go live your life and grow up, be the wonderful woman you're going to be. But I'll hold that. I'll hold that memory always. And when I found these pictures, it just kind of struck back up. But I'll hold that. I'll hold that memory. And I'll hold it close to me till the end of my days. Just like I will this picture. This picture. Forever, princess. Papa loves you. Kenton, I love you too.